What is going on, YouTube? Cap24 coming back with another video for Madden 19, and today we're going to discuss what I feel is the absolute best cover 3 bomb in the game when it comes to being wide open. It's something that we've used in the past Maddens, and concepts go from year to year to year. This is something that I've been using ever since Madden 15 when I got into the tip writing business, and this year it works just the same, if not even a little bit better than it had in past. I'm going to show you the way to stop it from a defensive standpoint, and then kind of see what we do from an offensive standpoint once they make that adjustment. Kind of give you the chess match of what is this play. So the play is going to be coming out of gun tight. It's going to be called drive corner. It can be found in the 49ers, Broncos, Chargers, Falcons, Jaguars, and Panthers playbook. It's a little bit different than PA seams that you would find in the gun tight offset tight end in the Saints and the Packers playbook. I like this version better. And let me show you basically a couple different ways to run it, and then basically the counter, and then the counter to the counter. Let's go take a look at it, guys. So the first thing you want to do, guys, is make sure it's on the left hash mark, okay? I'm going to put this cover 3 in a normal cover 3 from what you would typically see, which is basically your 3 players in deep thirds, and we'll put cloud flat. Doesn't matter if it's hard flats, it's going to work either or. And what we're going to do on this play is we're going to motion Julio Jones, which is the wide receiver, to the right. Then we're going to block our running back, because anytime you want to do a one-play score, you got to make sure you've got enough protection in order to make sure that you can get the play off. And we're going to put this A on a streak, okay? This is the first way we're going to run it. We're going to show you a couple different ways that we can run it as well. Typically speaking, the A is the guy I want to put on the streak because of the ability to use this B route to our benefit. But if you notice this formation, I'm in a 2-4-5 on defense here. See how that play is above the tight end? If he continues to give you struggles as getting a clean release down the field, then what you want to do is make sure you put the outside receiver, the B, on the streak, and we'll get to that a little bit later as we do the video. So watch what happens here. That's the only 2 adjustments you need to do. Go ahead and block your running back, move the Y over, and put the A on the streak. Here we go. You're going to see that this wide receiver is going to get wide open over the top to the left-hand side for the one-play score. Now, this is a play that I've been doing since Madden 15. It's worked exactly the same way. And this year, obviously, you can see how that works. Now, let me show it to you one more time for consistency purposes with this setup. And then we'll go into, basically showing you how it works with the B as the receiver, okay? So here we are again. We're going to do this. And it really is basically a design in which the free safety has to worry about the A and the Y at the same time. You can see which one he picks, and you're going to see that you're going to have that one-play score each time you do that if the defense doesn't adjust their cover 3 defense. Now, let's go ahead and show you to you real quick. If you don't like the option of having that A on that streak, what you can do is you can put the B on the streak. You can put the Y over, block your RB, and it's going to work the same. It's going to give you a little bit of a different route with the A receiver, so we'll kind of give them a little bit of a different look. But what you'll see here again is that the A comes down here. You can kind of throw it to him early, but it's still the same thing. You're still going to throw it to this X receiver, and you're going to have a really nice one-play score. Now, let's go ahead and look at what you can do from a defensive standpoint in order to make this work. Now, if you go ahead and you invert your corners, and you put the corners in a deep half. So now they're pinching towards the middle. They're supposed to basically cover the deep half of the field rather than the deep third. That is going to prevent this from happening as far as a touchdown. Same as it did in Madden 18. Want to make sure that you guys know that there is a counter to this, right? So again, we're going to do the same thing. And what you're going to notice is that when we do this, I'm not even going to throw the ball. I'm just going to watch you show here. You're going to see how those players were able to cover that down the field. Okay, so there is going to be something of a cat and mouse back and forth. If you get their team to go and put them into the deep halves, we're going to be looking at hitting this X on the break. Okay, so all I want you to do is stare at that left cornerback as we do this play. Okay, and what you're going to see with that left cornerback is if he stays down, we're going to know we're going to have the one-play score to the Y. If he goes and continues to get depth because he's in the deep half, that's when we know that we're going to want to throw it to this X on the break. So watch what happens here. You see this guy's going to come over here, see how he goes that way. Now we're throwing it on his break, and we're going to be able to get that player. It doesn't matter if it's cloud flats or hard flats, you're going to be able to hit that player on the break when he does that. So as far as a ability here, what you're going to see is basically we're going to key off of that left corner, and we're just going to see what he does, right? If he goes ahead and continues to back off, this is against hard flats, you're going to be able to throw that ball pretty easily on that break. So it is something that it's going to be difficult for your opponent to stay in a cover 3, unless he gets aggressive and tries to cover the left side of the field with his user. And whenever they try to do something like that, what's typically what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the players in which I'm using for the streak. I'm going to put the B on the streak, and then I'm going to go ahead and use that delayed route by the A on coming across, because if they want to go ahead and sprint to the left to make sure that they get the angle away, then you're going to be able to hit the A underneath. I'm going to simulate that by basically just putting this X receiver on man coverage on this X receiver. So that way you can go ahead and see that that guy goes over there. Now you're going to see when this guy comes across, you're going to be able to hit that guy across the middle. So you're really going to play this cat and mouse with your opponent, saying, if you want to stay in normal cover 3, that's really going to, not work out well for them. You can see how we can easily bomb over the top. If they want to go into the inverted coverage, we're going to start targeting that outside player when he makes that break. If they want to go ahead and try to manually cover the left side of the field, then we're going to be able to either throw it to the A when we put the B on the streak, or this B route's actually a really nice route as well, that you can go ahead and get a little less yards, but it definitely will work the same way because of the way the underneath pattern is. So if we're doing the same type of situation where that guy is covering or trying to go to the left-hand side here, we could definitely use that B as a dump-off route underneath at all times. Because it's such a shallow route, you basically could throw it right away and get yourself a few yards as far as any blitzing coming at you, or really just to draw in the coverage when it comes to the user player and still be able to focus on the X on the break to the left. So that's why I really like this play. It really gives you a lot of options. It first and foremost gives you the one-play score over the top and gives you the opportunity to really get your opponent to get out of a defense and make him a little bit more predictable. If people have to start playing cover 2s or cover 4s versus you, then it's going to basically give you a really nice option to be able to depict what you want to do on offense and making it a little bit easier. I want to say thank you for everybody that has watched this video all the way to the end. We do appreciate your support. If you got something useful out of this video, go ahead and hit that like button. It does really help us grow our channel. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen one of the videos that are on your screen right now, go ahead and check it out for some great Madden content. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button.